Hello!
Hello!
Welcome to Theme Park Talk Live! I always am so loud because I'm so used to doing it without a microphone, so I'm sorry if I blew your speakers.
Get used to that.
I know. But hello, welcome.
Hello!
Welcome to this wonderful new show. We have tons of things to talk about.
We have a lot of stuff to talk about. Let's just make sure we are good to go and that we are live. 1 second here.
But while Gavin gets all of our comments up and ready on our laptop, get ready. Put those fingers on those keyboards because we're going to want you guys, because since you guys are our co-hosts, we need your input. We need your input, and we need to know...
There we go.
What's all the tea? We need to know the tea.
Perfect. We are up. Let me get the chats.
So let's go ahead, and we have... so many things like...
Tokyo Sea. We're going to be talking about that, but they have a new... Well, Tokyo Disneyland is going to have a new park, Tokyo Sky. We'll be talking about that.
Also, Disney's Hollywood Studios name change.
And also, we're going to be talking about the incredible summer coming to Walt Disney World in just a couple of seconds here, you guys. That and much more coming up.
All right, so our first hot topic. So we have Jose and Panchito. They are two cute characters. They are actually coming to Discovery Island Carnival at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now, they are adorable. As you can see, they are just the cutest things. I'm so glad that they're finally bringing them over here onto the East Coast because they had such a big presence over at Disneyland and Disneyland California Adventure.
Especially with their California Adventure. And they very adorable from the Three Caballeros. Is that what you say?
Yep, Three Caballeros,
yes. And
roll that R.
I love that attraction over at Epcot. That is such a great attraction. That was fantastic how they updated and incorporated those characters years ago. And now they actually have animatronics, which is really cool. So let's say hello to some folks, though.
Yes.
Our co-hosts of the evening.
T-Paz1118, hello. Parker, Michelle.
Cassie, and Miss Walt Disney World fan.
Hey. Hello. So, yeah, what are your thoughts on Jose and Panchito? I mean, they're here from February 4th, so they're already here. They're out playing with the guests until May 5th of this year. So they're not here too long.
Why?
But
why can't they? I mean, you think that they would probably be a regular staple over at Epcot in Mexico because they have an attraction. They're featured in the attraction.
I think it would be so cute because, you know, where Donald has his meet and greet in the pavilion. I think it'd be so cute if they had all three of them. Because, I mean, they're all in the attraction, so why not have them out there for the meet and greet?
Exactly. You know, it makes sense. I think maybe just because, you know, that Disney has been doing those cuts, those budget cuts in the entertainment department. I mean, it might just be because of labor. They might have had some extra cash laying around to be able to have them for a limited time magic type of deal over at Animal Kingdom. But it would be great. Hopefully down the road, Disney will be able to go ahead and definitely kind of coordinate that so they could be over at Epcot because it makes sense for them to be there. It really does.
It does. They had the cutest show over at Disney's California Adventure Park over on the West Coast for the holidays. Oh,
it's a lot of fun.
My gosh. It was so adorable. Like, I remember when we went there, it was 2 years ago now, for the holidays, I was like, we have to see this multiple times.
We did, and it's worth it.
It is.
It lives on YouTube, so if you guys want to see it, if you haven't seen it in person, if you have seen it in person, chime in. But it is really a great show, and I love how they utilize. It's really cool. The old parade floats from a parade that they did years ago during the Celebrate You campaign.
Oh, so you remember?
They refitted that. That was a great parade. That was a very unique parade. That really kind of that was their first version of having an interactive parade where guests were able for a long period of time really kind of interact with characters like that. That was crazy. Disneyland does a lot of showstops in their shows and their parades.
Yeah, they do.
Disney World does not do that.
Not anymore.
They used
to. Anymore.
Yep.
And I'm glad because when I joined Walt Disney World's entertainment, I was so nervous. I was like, oh gosh, we're going to be doing these show stops with this new parade because I was hired in for Festival of Fantasy when that opened. So I was like, oh gosh, it's going to be show stop after show stop. And I said, I don't have the stamina yet. And I was like, I'm scared. But no, they don't really do that anymore. So I'm glad.
Speaking of that, Festival of Fantasy, check out our Instagram. If you guys are not following us on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, do so at Gavin and Patrick because posted a really cute picture, and you might recognize someone that might have hung out with those Lost Boys back in Festival of Fantasy Parade days when that show premiered, or parade premiered.
But hello, Steven.
Hello,
Welcome
Steven.
to Theme Park Talk Live.
Yes, and this Walt Disney World fan does agree that they do need to be kind of, I think it's very fitting. They're great characters. They're a lot of fun. And they are kind of they're a trio. They have to be together.
They're adorable.
Donald can survive on his own, because he is Donald. He's one of the Fab Five. But it's kind of weird having the two of them and not having Donald, because it wasn't announced that he's going to be joining them.
No.
Why? That's so strange.
Well, Donald has his own thing.
He has his own gig over in Dinoland.
Yeah.
I understand that. I understand that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But hello, Skylar. But remember,
Skylar.
Jose and Panchito will be at Disney's Animal Kingdom from now until May 5th. So if you're here, catch them. They're amazing. They're hilarious. They're adorable.
We got to do it.
We got to do it. We got to do it.
We got to do it. All right. So my first hot topic of the day is going to be something I really want to get into, because it's about a new theme park. It's not officially announced from Disney, but we are, with these filings for new parks and attractions, everything is public knowledge. So we definitely know something's going on here over at Tokyo Disney Resort. So they already have Tokyo Disneyland, emphasis on land. They have Tokyo Disney Sea, and then now they're going to have Tokyo Disney Sky. What are we thinking about that? A whole theme park.
Allegedly.
Let's just say that word once, though. We get it. It's not official. So everything I'm talking about here is just kind of, it's gossip, but we're pretty sure. They actually might be announcing this new park as early as April or May. It is supposed to start, construction is supposed to begin in 2019 and finish in 2022 when the park opens. Now, Tokyo Disneyland over there opened in 1983. In 2001, we had Disney Sea, and Disney Sea is supposedly the most immersive, beautiful, well-themed Disney park out of all of them. And it makes sense. Now, Tokyo Disney is not owned by Disney, though. They have a small portion, but mainly it's owned by the Oriental Land Company. So it is something that I think really benefits not having, because Disney, even though they are this huge company, have a lot of money when it comes to building parks and new things like this. They don't really spend a lot of money on that, but this company has a lot of money and they want to invest. Right.
And Skylar wants to know, what show was it? I believe you're talking about the Jose and Panchito. Yeah. They're doing Discovery Island Carnival over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. That's what they're doing. Jenny, hello, welcome. Hey, but I want to show you guys this picture. I thought it was so interesting. Isn't that cool? I got it from Walt Disney WDW News Today. They pretty much mapped it out. You could see Tokyo Disneyland at the top of your screen, and then Tokyo Disney Sea at the bottom of your screen, and then I believe to your right is Tokyo Disney Sky, the alleged park. And that's pretty exciting. So it's all going to be in that one little area.
But that's a big area. It's narrow.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a big area.
Let's be honest here. Look at that. That is narrow, but it is definitely going to be able to house some great themed lands. And they're going to do a fantastic job on that. Have any of y'all been over to Tokyo Disneyland? Have you been able to experience Tokyo Disney Sea? I'm so jealous. I want to do it. I'm scared to travel internationally, but you gotta experience it.
I know, and I think what's so unique about it, what all the bloggers are talking about, is that with Sky, they want to incorporate Pandora, the world of Avatar, and Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge, basically because everything is, they want to bring in the word flight. Right. So everything, and it makes sense because you have
land,
Tokyo Disney Land, Tokyo Disney Sea, and then Tokyo Disney Sky. So it makes sense. But I guess we'll just have to stay tuned for April or May.
I think also, I don't know if they have over there Soarin', or their own version of Soarin'. I could be wrong, but if they don't, obviously that would be the perfect park to put into. But yeah, I'm very interested to see what this looks like, and we'll probably get some concept art if they announce it officially in April or May, like they're supposedly going to be doing.
Mr. Walt Disney World fan says Patrick was so cute in that pic. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
It was just on Instagram, right?
Yes. And then Parker said, "I love the whole land, sea, sky theme."
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that is branding at its best. If they stick to that, that is literally, that's how you brand yourself, is something like that, doing that, naming it like that.
I think that, Disney World should kind of do something similar with keeping the theme. We already have 2 parks with Kingdom after it. Why don't we have, if we were going to rename Disney's Hollywood Studios, and we're going to get into that, I think Kingdom should be incorporated into it. Even though it's not really, but kingdom does not always mean royalty. It doesn't always mean kind of like what you think of when you think of the word kingdom. It's just, I think it means size, and these parks are not small in any way. So kind of, I think it also helps with confusion. Epcot needs to stay its own thing. I think we talked about this either last week on Monday Funday or on Theme Park Talk Live, but I think Epcot needs to keep its own thing going on, but the rest of the parks kind of follow along with the kingdom theme because we're learning from Disney, Tokyo Disney. I think it works. It's cool.
Absolutely. And now, totally off topic, and I know I don't have a picture of it, but one of our favorite YouTubers that we watch, that's like a Disney fanatic, he mentioned that he saw in one of the what is it called when you have like the site plan of things to come?
Yes.
And he talked about how at Epcot, they were talking about
I wanted to mention that
the new
too,
hotel at Epcot, but they mentioned how the name of Epcot is not Epcot. It was Epcot World
Center.
Epcot World Center. It
I
could not
like
mean anything.
Yeah.
Or it could be maybe a name change that we don't even know yet, and that kind of just slipped out because they were that wasn't supposed to be,
It's crazy
leaked.
how some things can be leaked even though they don't want them to, but just because everything, when you have to file for permits for any type of construction, it has to be public knowledge. It can't be private, so people can do their little digging around, and we have the internet at our fingertips now, and it's all out there. So you can go to government agency websites and find this stuff, and that's what people are doing. But I think these Imagineers and anyone that works in a creative department for parks and entertainment knows this, and so I think they do those fake names as placeholders. That way, kind of just throw people off the track. But that'd be interesting.
I know. Michelle says my internet is playing up. It keeps cutting off.
Oh no!
Oh no! That is the worst.
Get some of that good Wi-Fi,
That is the
Michelle.
worst, honey.
Get some of that good
Wi-Fi. Okay, so our next hot topic is going to be Universal Orlando's Mardi Gras.
Ooh.
Hey, play me something, Mister.
Let's throw me some of those beads, Mister.
Oh,
that was the thing.
Well,
feet don't fail me now. We know that.
Yeah, feet don't fail me now. That's something we do know.
Have any of y'all been out there? I'm sure a lot of you have that are watching right now.
But the event runs from now till April 7th of 2018, and Universal just announced the last two performers that are going to be at the event, and it's Jason Derulo and Jessie J. Jason Derulo is going to be there March 10th, I'm sorry, and Jessie J is going to be there March 24th. But let me tell you who I'm really excited for, and that's Fifth Harmony. Hello. And we gotta go to work.
Okay.
Work. I don't know.
Work.
I don't know.
No.
But they're going to be there March 18th, and I'm so excited.
The park is going to be insanely busy for those three performances. Those are some pretty big names. Pitbull, shocking, is not. I'm not shocked because he's really taking off. His career has changed.
He hasn't been here for like the past couple of years.
I think maybe last. I think last year was the first year he had not been here, but I think the year. But it was very nice to see him still coming to the parks and performing because he has been pretty big for a while and doing a lot of cool things. But yeah, it's interesting how he's not coming back because I have seen a lot of comments saying bring Pitbull back. So he's a fan favorite, but these parks do fill up and people are coming through these turnstiles even after the concert has already started, which is always interesting.
Yeah, that's the truth.
But the parade, man. That parade is great this year. The theme is really cool, and we've seen some great videos out there. We are going to probably cover for you guys on E-Ticket Takeover. So check that out on Saturdays.
But Cheryl, hello. I'm so glad that you were able to make it.
Hello, Cheryl.
And then Parker said, do you think Pandora and Avatar will make an appearance in Disney Sky?
Yes.
And there you go. Yeah, he's like, never mind, question answered. Hey, Disnerd Chronicles.
Hey,
welcome. Jenny wants to know, do you want to answer?
Do they all connect like Disneyland in California and Paris so that you'd be able to walk from one park to another? And I believe you're referring to Tokyo, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they do connect.
Yeah, I mean, we can go back to the picture and we can just see.
Based on what we see here.
Yeah, based on what this looks like, well, you know what? I don't think so. Because the entrance of Tokyo Disneyland is at the very top of your screen to the left. It kind of looks like a little smile. That's the entrance to Tokyo Disneyland. And then the entrance to Tokyo Disney Sea is that if you look at the bottom of your screen to your right, you'll see there's kind of looks like a U, a brown U to the right. That's the entrance to Tokyo Disney Sea. So I don't think you're able
I don't
to
think
walk.
so, yeah.
No, I don't think you're able to walk, which would make sense that you wouldn't be able to walk to Tokyo Disney Sky either, if that comes around.
But they have transportation there. It's probably more efficient than Walt Disney World and probably not such a huge scale.
Right.
Yeah, because it doesn't look that much bigger than ours. Or that much. Yeah. Did I say that right? Yeah, that much.
Did I say that right?
Are we live?
Are we live? Oh my god.
So, am I next? Was my topic?
Yes.
So, this is something also very exciting. You know, I was kind of fighting this for a while. I was not excited for it, but now I know where it's going, and that won't be taking out any classic attractions. I'm excited for Tron Light Cycle, Power Run. So this has been a huge success, a fan favorite over in Shanghai, and we are very excited to have it coming to Walt Disney World just in time for its 50th anniversary. Now, according to recent filings, there has not been anything officially announced yet from Disney on times of when construction is starting and completing, but according to recent filings, again, that public knowledge is out there, work starts on February 6th, or which just started on February 6th, I should say, and should be completed on August 16th of 2021. Now, because it's being completed does not mean that it's opening. That's not the opening date. So pretty much completion means that the construction's done, which means then Disney can get in there, the cast members can get in and start doing test runs and getting things perfected when it comes to theming elements and things like that. So it's going to probably be past August. You know, the time frame, it's going to probably open up, I'd say, around the holiday season.
Yeah, well, because the 50th
crowds.
Anniversary is in October, so I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. But I just quickly want to say hello to Madison. It's our first-time viewer.
Hey, Madison.
So hello,
welcome.
Madison. Welcome. Noel says, hello, my birthday's coming up in February 10th, 2018. You'll be 29. You're going to be, the following year, you're going to be, welcome to the club. That's the year of the 30s.
Year of the 30s.
It'll be in my club.
I'm almost 29 myself. Almost there. Almost there. Hello, Ross. Yeah, but Epcot Kingdom sounds kind of weird. Yeah, I don't think Epcot should change the name to Epcot Kingdom. I think Epcot should stay the same, but maybe if they were going to rename Hollywood Studios, then they should name it to something with Kingdom in there. But again, you know, it's just my imagination.
Ooh, this is interesting. UK 1313 says, oddly, they're currently building Soarin' at Disney Sea.
Oh,
thank
you. See, I knew it wasn't there, but I've had a feeling that it was either being built, or if it's not, it would probably be perfect to go into Disney Sky. Really? That's interesting.
That is interesting. You know what they'll probably end up doing? So it's going to open, but then I think because Disney Sky allegedly isn't supposed to open until what, 2022?
Right.
2022. So I mean, we have a few years. So I think they'll end up either refurbishing the attraction to something else, or gutting it entirely and put in a new attraction.
I don't know.
No.
That's a lot of money they're investing. If this is actually being built, this new third park is being built, they already know about it. They would not invest all this time and money into building something they know they're going to gut within less than 10 years. It's just...
They're going to fly into the new park.
Maybe they'll pick it up and put it into... Yeah, and fly it over
They're going to fly it into the new park.
Across the street. But no, Tron Light Cycle. What do you guys think about Tron Light Cycle? They are not going to be... So when this was rumored, a lot of people thought it was going to be taking away the Tomorrowland Speedway. And that's not the case at all now. It's going to be built perfectly, fitting over behind Space Mountain. And this concept art is just awesome. I like this concept art because most concept art is so inaccurate, and you look at it and you're like, that's not really what it's going to look like. But this shows, I mean, it almost looks like a photograph. And I think it's going to fit in perfectly back there. Now, I wish there was more. We can see where the track is going, because that's just the covered portion of the track. It will go outside. And I wonder how long the attraction is, but it's exciting, and I wonder where the train's going to go and how it's going to be in relation to the Magic Kingdom Railroad. So that's, it's interesting.
All the things. But hello, Network 1901.
Hey, Network 1901.
Samantha, good morning.
Good morning,
Over
Samantha.
in Australia.
Oh, my friend in Australia.
Oh my goodness. So that's a ton of different things. Now we want to get to one of our little things that we have. So I don't know if you know, but we have our own clothing line called Ink and Paint Threads. Now you can go to inkandpaintthreads.threadless.com to get your theme park inspired apparel. We have 15 wonderful designs, and now we have free shipping until February 12th.
Oh my god.
Yes. So orders must be the minimum of $45 in the US and then $75 international. So, and the code will appear at the top of the website. But check it out because they're fabulous. And we have a new collection coming out later on in spring, early summer. So I'm excited for that.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool. We really love this stuff, and we love seeing pictures come in from you guys. And we still get those, even if they're not like on our, if you don't post them to our Twitter or Instagram. But if we do get those messages from you guys, and we love seeing it. So thank you so much for your support. It means a lot. But yeah, check it out.
So check it out, and let's look at a little promo. Yes!
We're back from commercials. We're back from
commercials. All the commercials, darling. Oh
so let's talk about another big thing going on. We have Hollywood Studios name change.
Ooh.
Or non-name change, I should say. Mm-hmm. So it was rumored Cinemagine Park.
I can't get over that name.
I think we'd get used to it, but I think it was a bad decision. No. And you know what's so interesting? That was pretty much, I mean, surveys went out to I almost said to residents, to guests, about this name change. There was multiple options. And so if they're sending out surveys like that, they're thinking about doing a name change. And a lot of really good sources were saying that it was going to be the Cinemagine Park, but there was a huge social media outcry of in disgust of this name change. Mm-hmm. And Disney obviously does monitor the mouse is looking at everything online and knows what we're saying. And they made an official statement, and I'll read it off to you. But yeah, they are not doing the name change. It is going to stay Disney's Hollywood Studios for now.
Yeah, so while he's pulling that up, thanks, Noel. He says, your YouTube is awesome. Well, thank you so much. And then Samantha has a question. For alcoholic drinks over here, foreigners, what would you need to bring a proof of age? And Jenny pretty much has it right. It's, was it Jenny that said, yeah, it's your passport. Just bring your passport. Yep. Undertaker Punk. Hey, Undertaker Punk.
Hey, Undertaker Punk.
Does Universal just love Jason Derulo because he always does Grad Bash and Mardi Gras? I think they do. I think
he just likes the paycheck that they offer him. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Get the money.
Get that money.
Get that green.
He gives him something to do, and he has an excuse to go, and he gets to go do the rides and have VIP access for the day or for the evening. Yeah, I'm sure they set him up really well over there. But yeah, going back to Disney's Hollywood Studios name change, that is not happening anymore. So this is what they said, and you can tell just by their response that they heard everyone's voice crying about this. In response to questions we have been receiving, we also want to let fans know that the Disney's Hollywood Studios name will remain the same for the foreseeable future, since we are immersing our guests in a place where imagined worlds of Hollywood unfold around them, from movies and music to television and theater. So, keyword being foreseeable future. That means it's not set in stone. There's nothing ever. Disney is always going to change. I was
going to say that.
They're never going to change Magic Kingdom, but Disney's Hollywood Studios, they've definitely done that park's name change before. It could happen again, but right now it is staying put, and I think it makes sense, even though there's no productions going on there anymore and the sound stages are gone. But it is, I think it still makes sense to have that.
Ross says, every time I've been there for Mardi Gras, Universal, Orlando, they never have anyone I like performing at the time. Oh. I know how it is.
Yeah.
Because the people that I really want to go see, it is so crowded. And then it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, it's not. It's
not fun.
Yeah.
But if you you can still hear the music from Transformers area though.
Yeah, they have the big screens that they kind of So you don't have to be up in there
No.
in the turf area in the music plaza. You can stand back.
I only
It's
did
still
that
gonna be
once.
crazy.
I only did that once with Kelly Clarkson.
I saw her too. Mm-hmm. I think different years, but yeah.
The Disnerd Chronicle says, cute set, by the way. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Disnerd. And UK 1313, the Tokyo parks are adjacent, but entrances are far apart. You ride the monorail. Oh, they have a monorail.
See, this is why you guys are our co-hosts.
Yeah, exactly.
UK 1313, you just taught us something. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Jenny says, I'm American, but hubby is British, and I brought him to Orlando, and that's what he used. Hope that helps. Oh, his passport for drinking. Yeah, you know, that's something. Did any of you that are overseas travel to the States where, because overseas most of the drinking age there is 18. You come to America, it's 21. I wonder what that's like. I've had some friends that are from the UK and we're here on work programs, and it kind of sucked because they're like 19, they're 20, they're used to being able to drink for 2 or 3 years, and they come here and they're treated totally differently. I mean, they still get it, you know, but it's ways they shouldn't be doing. But it is, you know, it must be kind of frustrating.
Oh my God. I mean, it would be for me at least.
But then on the plus side, if you are young and you're going on vacation with your parents, you have some cool parents who are like, you're 18, you can't drink at home, but we're here. When in Rome, literally.
When in Rome. You're a mess. When in Rome. So our next hot topic is still over at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And so with that announcement about the no-name change for Disney's Hollywood Studios, they also released concept art for Toy Story Land, showing off the new Alien Swirling Saucers attraction. Now, it looks pretty interesting. I mean, like you said, I for some reason, I really like the concept art that's going on right now with Disney. It's because across the board. Like with Tron, with this, I like how the colors pop and everything looks realistic.
For me, this looks a little, it's not going to be, I mean, the lighting is cool, but it's not always going to have that foggy effect to it. The foggy you know, effect. It's interesting. It's interesting, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine. So, as you can see, it's very similar to Mater's Junkyard Jamboree over at Disney's California Adventure Park over on the West Coast. So yeah, it looks cute. I'm excited for this. I really want to go on it because I really liked Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. I did. Fun. I really enjoyed that. But I forgot. I was on Twitter earlier today, and someone had posted. They're like same attraction, just 4 different parks, and they took a picture of the concept art from Mater's Junkyard Jamboree, from the Alien Swirling Saucers. I don't remember the name of it.
Big Hero 6, I know that.
The Big Hero 6 attraction over in Tokyo Disneyland. And then also...
there's one in Paris, isn't there?
It's at Toy Story Land, and it's with Bullseye.
Right.
Bullseye, and you ride the back of Bullseye.
Like a carriage or the
stagecoach. Stagecoach type.
Yeah.
Thing. And it's pretty much the same attraction. I mean, they just put it in 4 different parks. But yeah, I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like for me, Toy Story Land is going to be so visually appealing. And I think we've talked about this before, but for me, it's such a big deal to, if you're going to spend years and a lot of money and really hyping up something, let it be pushing the envelope. Give us a new experience. This is new, but it's not really new. It's the same ride technology that we've seen before. The Slinky Dog coaster is nothing. It's not pushing the envelope. It's something we've seen before. I think it's good to have there. I think it gives you more options in Hollywood Studios, which we need. But it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't like how they hype something up really to make a big deal of it. But it's not going to be your Harry Potter Forbidden Journey or Green Gods or something like that.
Ross said, honestly, if Tron knocked out Tomorrowland Indy Speedway, I wouldn't care. That ride is a waste of space, in my opinion.
For an adult, yeah, it's definitely not something we want to. We almost went all the other night.
I was just going to say that we were at Magic Kingdom the other night. And if you have Instagram, check us out at Gavin and Patrick. Check our story. But it was a lot of fun. But we were going to go on Tomorrowland Speedway. Then we literally walked up to the entrance and looked at each other and we're just like...
But for those kids that can't go on rides, or for those kids that want to be able to feel like they're driving a car, and if for a parent that wants to get some really cute photos of their first trip to Disney World, it is kind of it's a rite of passage. I think we've all done it as children, and it's interesting that there are so many people that are that have done it with their kids growing up and get to ride the same attraction they rode as a child with their grandkids. You know, it's one of those. It's just nostalgic. It's But yes, it's not the most cutting edge, and I feel bad for the cast members that work there that smell the fumes.
Ooh,
I mean, you think
that's
the world that we
intense.
live in today, with all the technology and stuff, and especially with people caring about the environment, that they find some other fuel source that does not smell so intense and give you headaches. But anyways, I digress.
Samantha said she's coming over here to Disney World for her 30th birthday.
Oh my god!
Yes,
That's
OFAM Adventures.
Hey,
Hello.
OFAM Adventures.
And then OFAM Adventures said, I just joined the 30 Club last year. Let me tell you, the 30 Club is the best club.
I can't wait. Can't wait.
You just have a few years to go.
I still got a few more years, but
A few more years. But I like being 30. I mean, I just turned 18. I don't know what you're talking about.
whatever.
Oh my
my
gosh.
Oh, so that's up me. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So Kim Possible. Do any of y'all remember that show on Disney Channel? So this show premiered on Disney Channel back in 2002, and Disney has announced that it's going to be a live action movie on Disney Channel. So it's going to become what they call DCOM. So this is really interesting. So this show ran for only 87 episodes, which isn't too many, but I mean, I think it's a pretty good run for Disney Channel, especially at the time. It was nominated for an Emmy in 2003 for Outstanding Animated Program. You know, I did watch it, and they integrated it into the parks over at Epcot for a while.
Call me, beat me, anytime you want to reach me.
So what are your thoughts on this, you guys? Did you watch Kim Possible? Is it a little I don't know, ahead of time, after your time? What are your thoughts? Did you play the game in Epcot? More importantly?
Oh yes.
Did you ever play the game?
Yeah.
Really? I never did.
You didn't?
No.
Oh no.
I thought it was cool. Games. I thought when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I thought you had to pay for it because they give you a real cell phone, a flip phone at the time, which was cutting edge. But I was like, oh, that can't be free. But it was. But it was neat because you would walk around World Showcase. You would have these different missions come up on your cell phone. They were using GPS technology, and it was like interacting with different things around the park, like window storefronts and things like that. So it's interesting, and I wonder if they would ever bring anything back to the parks now that's going to be live action.
Oh, I'm sure. It
all depends on how well it does. I don't know. It's interesting. They're definitely doing this for our age group.
Right. So there's no date announced for the premiere of this live action movie.
They're still casting, aren't they?
But they are casting
so we got a while. We got a while, you guys.
Who would you want?
Who would you want to be in Kim Possible live action?
Oh gosh. I want Ashley Tisdale. That's my final answer.
I don't know.
I'm just joking. I don't know who. It has to be someone. Oh no, what's her name? Oh, she was in Shake It Up with. Oh gosh, what's her name?
Zendaya.
Yeah, not Zendaya, but
she has like the orange hair.
The red hair.
She's growing up though.
I can't think of her name though. Shoot,
she's all grown up.
But yeah,
sure.
I don't know. But we'll see who they cast into that. We're not sure yet.
Y'all are still talking about Tron.
Yes. Parker says, I'm super excited for Tron. It'll be interesting to see how this one will differ from the original version in Shanghai. I also hear that the Indy Speedway will get a Tron sci-fi theme.
Retheming over there. That's a good idea.
That would be cool.
I haven't heard that.
I haven't heard that, but I would like that.
Makes sense. I think the whole Tomorrowland, let's just talk about that because we got some time here. It's only 7:04. We definitely need to have a rethemed Tomorrowland, especially with this attraction, because it's a totally different motif. I'm not a big fan of the feel of Tomorrowland over in Shanghai. It's kind of bare, but of course they're going to add to it. But I think ours is definitely outdated, even though it was still cool looking at night. The other night when we were there, we were walking through. It wasn't super crowded. I said, this looks really nice. This looks like the concept art. This looked like what the advertisements looked like back in late 90s when it came out or opened up. And but it does need a little updating.
It does. But quickly going back to casting for Kim Possible's live action movie on the Disney Channel, it's Bella Thorne. That's what I was talking about. But I would actually really enjoy Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
From Girl Meets World.
Good shout out, John.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
That would be cool. I loved that show. Girl Meets World was so good. It only had 3 seasons.
I cried like every episode of Girl Meets World.
It was good. It was so good. It was something. It was so refreshing to have something like that on Disney Channel.
Oh my goodness!
It really was really well
done. It was so good. But okay, so
gosh.
Now, this one, I have mixed feelings about. And it's an ABC show. I don't know if any of you have heard of it, but it's called Once Upon a Time. It has now been canceled after 7 magical seasons. The book is finally closing after the season, and like I said, I have mixed feelings about it. I watched the first season of it, and I was intrigued. I loved it. It was different, but then after that, I kind of stopped. So. But our roommate, though, is very much into this
franchise,
television show, and he watched it with with Anna and Elsa, Aladdin, and all that stuff. And I remember him saying something about like they have too many curses going on, like it's just too much. And but yeah, so what are your thoughts? I know you don't watch it. You've never seen it.
We only watched together. I only watched the pilot episode, and this was last year. Funny story. We went to Epcot.
That was not for the first season, though.
That wasn't the first season.
Oh, but that was the first season.
That was the first episode.
Yeah, that was the first episode. That's right.
So we are in Epcot. Has this ever happened to you? We're in Epcot. We get approached by some cast members that say, would you like to get $50 gift cards to Disney? Each of you, your own $50 gift card.
Yes.
$100 to spend at Disney World? Sure. I mean, we'll go quick, but yes.
Come on.
So they said, we just have to have you watch a show. And we've done this before at Universal. Universal does that a lot. But Disney, I never had seen or heard of them doing this before. And we agreed. We came back like later that evening, went into the Wonders of Life Pavilion, and we got to watch that first episode of Once Upon a Time. Mm-hmm. And it was so interesting because I thought we were going to be watching something new and like, getting a sneak preview of something, giving our opinions. We still gave our opinions, but this show, that premiered years ago. Like you said, like 7 years ago. So I thought that was kind of odd, and I wasn't a huge fan. of it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I feel like the first season it was very intriguing though, and we got to see the first episode, and to me that was very exciting, and I was like, ooh, I want to see what's gonna happen, continuing with it, mm-hmm. But now I don't know. I feel like it's time. It's time for I want to see Regina George. No, but we do wear pink on Wednesdays. Oh. No. But Regina is her name, the evil queen. But yeah, no, I think it's time. I think it's time for that show, for that book to close. That storybook.
A lot of shows on ABC network television don't last that long. Sitcoms do. But
yeah, I was going to say sitcoms do.
Dramas like that do not last that long. So this one did last a while. So, hey, good props to you guys. I mean, you were doing something right if you're on the air for 7 seasons. So let's get to some comments here that have come in. We want to talk about... So Ross is so funny. Ross says, I like your products. He's referring to Ink and Paint threads. I wish I wasn't a broke college boy, though. That's... come on.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's totally fine. That's fine. I remember... Oof. We got stories. That's for Monday Fun Day. That's for Monday Fun Day.
That's a Monday Fun
We'll talk Monday Fun Day. But we had stories about that, honey.
Samantha, the castle can't wait to see and want to... Oh, because Samantha's coming for her 30th.
Yes.
The castle she can't wait to see and meet Mickey. There's so many characters I want to meet. My parents are really not into that. Sorry, hon. Into that. I have to have glasses, y'all. I am getting older.
Now
parents
she
aren't really
can't
into go
see
find
the screen.
Okay, so she's got to find someone to go meet characters with her because her parents really aren't into characters.
You don't have to go. No. Just go by yourself. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I kind of like it because you have them all to yourself. You can interact with them.
Especially Mickey Mouse over at Town Square.
Yeah.
That's a lot
Magician
of fun.
Mickey.
Magician Mickey. Oh my gosh. If you... check out our Instagram story at Gavin and Patrick. If you check that out, we had one of the most amazing experiences with Mickey Mouse.
It was cool.
Yeah, we talked about the Haunted Mansion, and we got to do the Hitchhiking Ghost pose, which will be posted on Instagram soon. But I've wanted to do that pose with him since he started to show up over at Town Square, and I am just
You never did that before with them?